Hey guys, you here, right? Hey, G-Unit. You know what? Every year people just get excited over news like this for the next Call of Duty, right? But one thing I learned is that from all of these years, I wouldn't get too excited for the next Call of Duty, especially for Call of Duty Ghosts, man. People hype shit up, man. You see all these people attending the event for the reveal of Call of Duty Ghosts, and everyone seems happy, everyone's clapping, and once they announce that everyone who attended that event gets the free prestige edition of Call of Duty Ghost, people go insane, they go mad, like, oh my god, really? No way, thank you. But this is just the way of how business works, man. See, this is what Infinity Ward does. They give free shit and customer satisfaction. They love it, and all of these people that attended the event are pretty much popular YouTubers out there who have huge followings. So what these YouTubers would do then, show much more love to the game. That means less hate to the game, therefore the following will follow the herd and the business wins, and they make much more money than they would actually make. And this is how it's always been for every year for Call of Duty, man. People buy the game and they're excited it's gonna get released, oh my god, news, whatnot, information. A couple months later, oh, I hate this game, that's just that's the story of Call of Duty. Like Black Ops 2, all of these this many problems with Black Ops 2, connection wise, hit detection, public players, C4 spamming, target finding, all this bullshit. There's been a lot of problems in Black Ops 2, but we've dealt with it. We bought the game, the company's got the money, we still play it. It's Call of Duty, it's like a thing in our bloods. So the point is, all I'm saying is just don't get excited, because I've personally tested games under NDA contracts, and we test it for many hours, but it still doesn't turn out to be the game that we wanted it to be, after testing it, because there's certain changes, certain tweaks made even after the test, which may not have been informed for the people that have actually tested it. So, I'm just saying, even though many people have tested the Call of Duty Ghost, yeah, they say thousands of people tested it to suit the place, suit the customers, whatnot, people satisfaction, all of this crap, they give all these numbers, whatnot. But at the end of the day, what's really going to matter is your personal experience of you playing it, right? Not what other people think, So, the point is, from what we know so far, pick 10 system, let's pick that out. Alright, pick 10 system based on the class system. Yeah, they brought it from Black Ops 2, which is great, alright, but from what we know and the information provided is that the pick 10 system in Call of Duty Ghosts is only going to be based within the perks and nothing else. There's not going to be any wild cards, it's not going to be based on the number of attachments that is available to use, none of that crap. It's only going to be based on the perks, and from what we can see is that there's a whole load of perks available in Call of Duty Ghosts, way more than any other Call of Duty in the past has ever had. So this is a huge thing, because this is going to bring a lot of combinations, a variety of classes within the game to use, which is a great thing. It's going to be more variety of weapons that you can use to balance out and whatnot. At the same time, it could contradict itself and make one overpowered class which everybody's going to be using. You never know. This is, every Call of Duty has its flaws, and every Call of Duty has those 1 or 2 weapons which everybody always uses. We know how UMP45 was the main weapon in Modern Warfare 2. We know how the MP5 was in Call of Duty 4, MP7 in Modern Warfare 3, AK-74U Black Ops 1. So every Call of Duty has their own way of playing certain weapons which everybody wants to use to do the best, right? The easiest weapon out there, like for example, in Black Ops 2, what we got the MSMC, MAA1. Only Black Ops 2 has certain weapons where people use, but it's still limited to how much there's available within the whole game. So we got AN94, we got MP7, we got MSMC, we got the M8A1. What else do people use in competitive and mainly to use to get those kills? That is really important, because I base everything on competitive scene, right? Whatever the competitive players use is pretty much the easiest weapon, which will take the best gun skill against the players who's using the same weapon. And that's how it works, right? So in Call of Duty Ghosts, they've got a bunch of weapons. They've got 30 new weapons apparently. But I'm telling you, I guarantee this, out of those 30 weapons, only 5 of them are going to be useful. Alright, that is actually going to be working for you and getting those kills. Because at the end of the day, Call of Duty is about getting the kills, alright? And getting them kills quickly as possible, moving on to the next target without any recoil issues. And that's what players want. But anyway, the point is, I'm not too excited just yet. But the one thing I can say that I'm really excited about is the mechanical changes for the visual gameplay and the visual aspect of the game itself, because this is something that is completely new from any other Call of Duty. Because all this time we'll be talking about the class, right? We'll be talking about the classes and whatnot. This is sort of the generic for every Call of Duty, that we've always had problems with classes and whatnot. But the mechanical changes, and what I mean by that, 3 new features within the game. We've got the lean mechanic, we've got the knee slide mechanic, and we've got the mantling mechanic, which is obviously jumping over obstacles, climbing certain things and whatnot. These 3 changes are huge. They're new features that's never implemented into any other Call of Duty. So why is this exciting? Why is this a huge thing? Because this can change the gameplay a whole load from how every other Call of Duty played out. So it's going to be much more smoother. So every time you're running about, you're able to get those kills without any interruptions. And the reason why I say without any interruptions, because every time, for example, in Black Ops 2, let's see, I was climbing that ledge right there. I wasn't able to do anything else apart from me having to wait for me to finish the animation of climbing that object, you know? So you won't be able to wait anymore in the Call of Duty Ghosts, because you're able to hit fire while you're jumping at the same time, while you're climbing a certain object. You can hit fire. That's a huge thing. You can get those 102 kills in comparison to previous Call of Duties where you couldn't get that kill because you had to wait for the animation. Just like when you're throwing a Semtex or a C4 or whatever, you're throwing a tactical, you're having to deal with the animation, right? Obviously you have to deal with that in Call of Duty Ghosts, but what I'm saying is it's reduced to a certain extent. So when you're knee sliding, the animation is also reduced in comparison to the dolphin dive. It's a similar thing but an alternative option. And I really like the knee sliding because you get the whole view in front of you and you're able to be ready with your gun, because the animation is shorter. I'm not sure if you can shoot at the same time while you knee slide. Correct me on that if you know if you know exactly how it works. But from what I've seen, the knee sliding is actually a very short mechanic, but it's got a huge part in itself to help take cover and whatnot. So I believe you can shoot at the same time. From what I know 100% is that when you're mantling, when you're climbing an object while you're hip firing, you can only hit fire while the process is being taken place. But then once you've finished the process, once you've actually completed the climb, or going over an obstacle, you can ADS again. But you're not able to ADS while the process is happening, but you're still able to hip fire, if that makes sense. So you're still given the option to kill the player in front of you while you're going over the objects. So this is a pretty cool thing, and there's many more game types and new game types and whatnot out there. Guns, character customization, all that. That's just part of the game. That's great and whatever. But this is sort of the main changes to the game itself, and hopefully, I hope the creator class is as balanced as possible and there's nothing that is overpowered. Hopefully the C4 nonsense will be cut out. I can see that the C4 is going to be somewhat impacted to the environment. Seems a bit great, but hopefully all that double tap nonsense is gone. If not, I'll be disappointed. But anyway, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of the reveal trailer. Are you guys excited for it as all the other Call of Duties? Me personally, I've learned that if you get really excited, you're always going to be disappointed some way or another. But that's just from my experience. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed from what I've seen from my perspective. I'll see you guys soon. Check it out. Good night. Peace. Yeah. Oh, and the gameplay that you watched right there was just a random game from Game Battles. We played a team that was newly formed, and they pretty much got an ass whooping. But anyway, that's that. See you guys soon in a bit.